What's up guys, MegaDPAL here, and I'm bringing another Pokemon X and Pokemon Y Wi-Fi battle for you guys today. So today I'm against my good friend Hitemup, and he has a channel, so his channel link will be down in the description bar below, so be sure to check him out after this battle. So looking at team preview, I run in my good team, my mega team if you like, built around my Mega Garchomp, and looking at my opponent's team, he's using a pretty standard, powerful looking team, and he actually told me his team is in fact 20 games unbeaten on Wi-Fi, 20 straight wins. So this obviously added to the motivation. Obviously I was motivated to want to win in the first place. This obviously added even more motivation to want to go out there and beat this team. So looking at his team, he does have a whole lot of physical threats. The Gyarados, Tracheon, Aegir and his Donphan, all of which my Rotom Wash is a huge threat against. So I know I need to keep that thing healthy. He does have a Greninja, which is a threat to my team. I can obviously check it with my Talonflame, but I need to work around it first and then hopefully check it later. And finally there's a Volcarona, so if I get up my rocks, and I do obviously have my Chomp and my Talonflame to check that, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But either way, let's just get straight into the battle, shall we? So I'm going to decide to lead out my Rotom Wash, predicting to lead out with his Greninja, just because I do know I can live any hit this Greninja wants to go for, and I can retaliate back with the likes of a Volt Switch, and go from there. It does lead out with Greninja, it's going to go straight for that Stab Dark Pulse. It's going to do around about 55 to 60%. So like I said, I know I can live it, but unfortunately it's going to score a flinch turn 1, which is really bad, because like I mentioned, my Rotom Wash is a huge threat to his team. So what I'm going to do is be forced to switch on out, go into my Tyranitar, just to eat up another Dark Pulse, get up the sand, because I am obviously fully special defensive, and that's exactly what I just go for, play it safe, go straight for another Dark Pulse. What I'm going to do is start to use this time just to settle my Stealth Rocks, because it does have a Volcarona on his team, and despite him also having a Donphan, I could potentially force him to Rapid Spin, where I can play around that and obviously get a free switch into like my Rotom. So he's going to make the switch, going to make the hard switch go straight out to his Donphan in fact. So like I said, I'm just going to settle my rocks, which is nice. And what I can do, as I do in fact carry the Pain Split on my Rotom Wash, and I took a whole lot of damage from that Dark Pulse earlier. So what I can do is in fact just go for that Pain Split on this Donphan, get a little bit of HP back. So that's the switch I'm going to make, go straight out to my Rotom Wash, expecting either the Rapid Spin or a Stealth Rock. His priority at this point is to go for his own rocks, just because my Talonflame is a huge threat to his team, and he knows that. But what his Sturdy is in fact still intact, so I know he's going to stay in and go for that Rapid Spin. So I can just freely go for that Pain Split, get a whole lot of HP back from this Donphan, which is really nice, as he does in fact just go straight for that Rapid Spin, getting rid of my rocks. But at the same time, I do have my Tyranitar to potentially get him up later, and I also have defog on my Latias to get rid of his. So I know I need to defog him away, because my Talonflame is still a problem to his team, naturally of course. So knowing that he's going to switch, not wanting to take a Hydro Pump to the face, I'm just going to predict that, go straight for that Volt Switch, see what he wants to switch on into. He actually decided switching his Volcarona. I could have easily gone for Hydro Pump, so it's a little bit of a questionable switch. But either way, I can just use his time to go out into my Garchomp at this point. Just use his time to freely Mega Evolve. I do obviously have the Stone Edge, ×4, super effective Stone Edge. Coming from a Mega Garchomp is going to easily annihilate this Volcarona. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, despite the sand actually fading away. Just use his time to Mega Evolve, like I said, go straight for that Stone Edge and decimate the Volcarona. But unfortunately I'm actually going to miss. And I was a little bit worried about this, because he's going to get off a free Fire Dance. And I was a bit worried about the damage, just because like we've established, my Rotom Wash is a huge threat to his team. And if my Rotom Wash wasn't able to obviously wall and counter a lot of his physical guys, then I wanted my Garchomp to obviously check his Aegir Slash as much as possible, and I'm unsure the range of HP I'm at now if I can in fact deliver +2 Shadow Sneak. So either way, I'm actually just going to take out his Volcarona. He's going to go out into his Greninja, force me to go out into my Tyranitar, pull the double, go straight out to his Tracheon, which is really nice, baiting my Tyranitar in, get a free double switch, which is a really nice play on his part. But at the same time, I can use this time to scout out what this Tracheon is in fact. So I do have a good switch to this thing, being my Latias. His safest play at this point is just go straight for that close combat. He has no reason not to. And so I'm just going to make a switch, go into my Latias, scout the damage, scout if this thing is in fact Choice Banded or Choice Scar. It goes straight for that close combat. And looking at his damage, definitely reveal that is in fact Choice Banded. So he's also going to be fearing the side shot coming from my Latias, and I can actually use this time to go for defog, get rid of them Stealth Rocks, allowing my Talonflame to freely come in as much as it likes. So the obvious switch into Aegir Slash is super obvious, but I just want to get rid of my his Stealth Rocks at this point. So I'm actually going to go straight for that defog, Incidentally, his Aegis Slash is in fact on a balloon, so I'd need to pop that thing in order to check it with my Garchomp regardless. So either way, what I'm going to do is, the obvious Swords Dance is super obvious, but I cannot touch this Aegis Slash with my Latias whatsoever, so I'm going to be forced to switch right into my Rotom Wash. And I do know I can live a +2 Shadow Sneak, so this is fine. It just goes straight for that Swords Dance. And like I said, I can live a +2 Sneak. I do also carry a Will-O-Wisp, and that's my priority at this point, just to get off a burn on this thing. And that's exactly what I'm going to do, is he's in fact going to go straight for that Shadow Sneak. It's going to do around about 50% in total, I do believe. Something around that area. Yeah, it looks to be right around about 50%, as I just go straight for that Will-O-Wisp, burning this thing, which is really nice. And the Sandstorm is going to subside, and I'm going to get a little bit of HP back from my leftovers. But looking at his Aegis Slash, I'm just going to decide to go for that Pain Split, just steal a little bit of HP, keeping my Rotom Wash at a decent healthy amount. So that's going to predict that nicely, and decide to set up another Swords Dance, get to +4 now, which is fine because he is still in fact burned, so I know I can honestly live any hit at this point. And after the burn damage, this turn, I do know a Volt Switch will bring him into range where the following burn damage will in fact take out his Aegis Slash. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, not risk going for the Hydro Pump and missing. So he goes for Shadow Sneak. It does around about 50% again, same as the +2 without the burn. So like I said, I do this Volt Switch, put him into the range where the burn is going to be enough to take him out. And just go out to my Talonflame as a free switch, see what he wants to go into, and go from there. Down goes his Aegis Slash, which is nice, one threat out of the way. He's going to in fact decide to go out into his Gyarados, his Mega Gyarados I do believe, so it goes straight for that Intimidate. Now I'm expecting to Mega Evolve, and I don't obviously want to stay in. I am in fact Choice Banded. I don't want to go straight for that Brave Bird. It's because at -1 I'm pretty sure it's not going to be enough to KO, around about 75% maybe, 70%, I'm not 100% sure on the calc. So I just decided to go for that U-turn, predicting the Mega Evolution, and decide to go out to my Tyranitar. Primarily his Death Fodder, just because if he does decide to set up a DD, now I'm going to be forced to fodder off my Tyranitar and go back out into my Talonflame and take it out with a Brave Bird. Just decide to go for a Waterfall, which he does, predictably just go straight for that Brave Bird, and he knows how much of a threat my Talonflame is, he just wants to get that thing out of the way. Then again, I can just fodder off Tyranitar at this point. So he goes for a Waterfall Earthquake combination, going to be enough to take out my Tyranitar, which is unfortunate because I don't quite get my rocks, and he does still have a Greninja. But as long as I can keep my Talonflame around, then I can check that Greninja. So I do actually run enough speed EVs to outspeed neutral Gyarados on my Garchomp. So I'm just going to go straight into my Garchomp, just go straight for that Stand Force, Stab, Earthquake, going to be more than enough to wipe out his Gyarados at this range. In comes his Donphan now, he's going to expect me to switch, burn the Ice Shard and go straight for that Stealth Rock. But I'm actually in fact running the Draco Meteor, Mixed Mega Chomp, just go straight for that Draco, wipe out his Donphan, not allowing him to get up them rocks for my Talonflame. So Mixed Mega Chomp putting in that work once again. This gives him a free switch back into his Greninja. I'm unfortunately going to be forced to sack my Garchomp at this point to the Ice Beam, which is really unfortunate, but Garchomp definitely did its work, wiping out his Mega and preventing him from getting up his Stealth Rock once again. So this does give me a free switch into my Talonflame. He's down to his last two, his Greninja and his Terrakion. He cannot switch at this point, and I can just go straight for that Brave Bird, wipe out this threat, his Greninja, and this brings him down to his last, his Terrakion. At full HP, I cannot OHKO Terrakion with the Brave Bird, so I do know this thing is Choice Banded, so what I'm going to do is just force a switch into my Rotom Wash, just as Death Fodder, just to see what he locks himself into. If he locks himself into the close combat, then I can go back out into my Talonflame and take it out at -1. If he locks himself into the Stone Edge, then I can just go straight out into my Lucario and take it out with a close combat. He does in fact lock himself into the Stone Edge, so I'm just going to fodder off my Rotom, like I said, get a free switch into my Lucario. I'm obviously resistant to this, not going to do anything to me, and I can just retaliate back with a close combat and win the game. I believe this was at 3-0, so GG Hitemup. Hope you guys enjoyed. I managed to beat his 20 game unbeaten win streak, which is very nice, and yeah, it's a very fun battle. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and of course subscribe for more. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.